jungle. Paulo Palingue. This is gonna be a fashion art discourse. All right, we're gonna do a fashion art discourse. Well, fashion art photography discourse, but now we're just focusing on art. This is actually kind of cool, just to have the art is the focus here, as like a trending or leading topic. It's crazy. Finally, right? In 2025, do you know a famous artist? Um, so let me just put this stuff up. I'm gonna make a Banksy shirt tomorrow. Commemoration. All right, so let's leave this here. Boom. All right. And so again, well, let me do some research. Let's do this shirt. Pants. I finally made some more pants. Yeah, dope shirt. So let's do those. Tag those. All right. Now let's get this going. So Banksy, right? All right. So if you look, if you were just doom scrolling for today, there was like today is not the day to have ADHD. There was so much going on. There was just so many things, all the things, so many things. Oh, and then technically today's date, yeah. So yeah, there was, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was, and then all of a sudden there's footage and videos, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to know who. I don't need to, look any further. But then the other thing was Banksy. Like I seen a one, and I seen a two, and I seen a couple, and it was like, Banksy is trending right now, and so now everybody has different points and viewpoints and takes on the things, right? So I just look at the Banksy as like it's cool, it's art. Like I like when I look at the Banksy, I'm like, oh, that's it's kind of cool. Like you know what I'm saying. One of the thing about the Banksy is that and this is one of those. So it's as an artist, they try to tell you, or it's just a thing of having your own signature, right? And it's in such a way that, for instance, a lot of people do graffiti. You know what I'm saying? But Banksy has done his in such a way that you can look at it and people like, that's a Banksy. You know what I'm saying? So Banksy, and so I see that Banksy's like trending or whatever. And I'm like, well, what is Banksy? And it's like, Banksy went from a national treasure to a criminal. And it was like, oh, for what? Ah, yes, art. Banksy is just doing art, right? And so it's like, now again, I look at his pieces as if they're just cool. They do not speak, and I do not think too hard about it. I don't sit here and be like, oh yeah, this is, this piece is speaking out against whatever, and I don't look at it like that at all. And it could be, you know what I'm saying? It very well could be. That's the general public consensus of how they try to whatchamacallit. It's provocative. Nobody knows what it means. It gets the people going. So, like there was like I just watched a couple of videos, you know what I'm saying, of a couple pieces of his in different places. I'm just like, why is this so controversial? Like, would you? It meant this so much, and it meant that, and da da da. It very well could be. The other thing about Banksy is that nobody knows who Banksy is or whatever. So, um, he was like, how does he get away with this? So one video said like, when you're looking at it, it could take a little while of you just going up there just freehanding almost. But if you come through it with stencils and like, all right, one stencil, next stencil, you know what I'm saying, and stencil and just do layer by layer, then you can get to that part where it's at like that. And so this latest piece, again, I just look at it as like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's just another art piece to me. Like it doesn't, for whatever they're saying it's supposed to mean, it wasn't registered to me. I don't know nothing about the political realm, scheme, regime, government, none of that. Whatever it's supposed to mean, I don't care. It doesn't scream political nothing to me. Like I don't care, right? I'm just an artist. I just appreciate the art. Like, oh, that's cool, right? So apparently they're looking for Banksy. Like they're like looking for like who he is, right? And so the picture the one that you see now, apparently it is supposed to be like a judge with a gavel and somebody laying on the ground. Again, I don't try to interpret it too much at all. You know what I'm saying? But they tried to scrub it, and so it's still on the wall. Like it's still on the wall, like a nice, very well good outline of it. And it was like, man, the way that Banksy moves, it was like he, he could have possibly made it that way. So it was like, yeah, you're gonna try to scrub it off, but it's still gonna leave this imprint or detail, whatever. So it's nice. It's nice to, I don't know, like it's there's multiple ways to skin a cat, you know, but it's good to see an artist, uh, infamous, the good reasons, the right reasons, whatever, whatever. It's good to see an artist, you know, getting some type of credit and things. So Banksy is trending, and they tried to scrub it. They tried to scrub his they tried to scrub his picture. So the thumbnail is actually the picture. You can see the what it was and how it looks after, and it was like, this is signs of a revolution. And so there's one thread, and people were sitting there talking. They're like, I'm Banksy, and then everybody was like, we are Banksy. We're all Banksy here. Like, you looking for me, Banksy? I heard you was looking for me. Banksy. Somebody's like, Banksy's a woman. I don't know. We don't know who Banksy is or whatever. So it's cool. I know, like, cause I was generally asking this, like, yo, like you don't really like when it comes to like world renowned famous artists. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of Banksy. I'm proud that what, like I said, good reasons, wrong reasons, whatever. You're talking about the art. And the only thing I sit there and think about, like, it's like of all Banksy's pieces that he's done everywhere around the world, this is the one. This one right here, like that's the one that just gets the people going, got them riled up. So, uh, yeah, it's cool to just see that there's an artist, a graffiti artist. And now there was a couple other like somebody said that I think it was a Banksy quote, and they said if graffiti was if graffiti could change anything, they'll make it illegal. It's a bar. You know what I'm saying? It's a bar. He was like, art. The art is just art. Like you know what I'm saying? He was like, and but it goes to show you like how, in one instance, they try to diminish art and creativity, and then yet it really can just spark. You know what I'm saying? Conversation, action within people to do something like people just can feel so offended. Y'all lucky I ain't see my other car. Y'all lucky I ain't see my other car. It just have just some people just so offended, you know. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Now, but of the amount of headlines and things today, right? So it was the Charlie Kirk situation, right? And then it was for some reason they keep talking about. So Young Thug had this interview. I have not watched his interview yet, but it keep coming about like little parts from this interview keep coming out. So whoop de doo, whoop de doo. There's like Young Thug got everybody saying whoop de doo. I don't know. I don't know. When it comes to Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist, I don't know if things are going well, things going bad. You know, DDG and like so like DDG and Reggie, right? They got this fake beef, but that fake beef is supposed to help boost up sales and stuff. Like Kanye Drake, well, Kanye real guy. Like Kanye can actually have a beef with Drake. You know what I'm saying? But they did come together and do the little concert or whatever. So um, I don't know if this is something that they wanted and intended because Gunna out here done started a fitness program, a run. Gunna started a run club. He dropped, I think, another album, and so it's things like that. And it was like, Thug, we ain't, where you wait? I don't know. They're just two. When they got out, two different things happening. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, but I was about to say that to say. So yeah, that situation, the Young Thug, whoop de doo, right? There's that, and then There is apparently there was some other stuff that happened too. You know, it was over there. It wasn't on the East Coast. It was Midwest over there. It was over there. All that stuff was over there. Utah, Colorado. It was over there. It won't happen down here. Over here. It was that, and something else. But I was just talking about. I just thought it was funny. Somebody was talking about movies that could be redone, and we was talking about The Purge. And yeah, it felt like if you read the headlines from today, it would have felt like, oh man, what's going on in America? Fake news. This Chief Gihareh with the fake news. Man, I tell you what. I tell you what, bro. So that was everything. I'm gonna try to keep this one like open for a bit.